said, I'm not gonna say it right now. What I am gonna say is this. JC, what is your favorite color and why?
So, I'm gonna have to say it is and always has been, always will be royal blue. I know you said that was basic, but
no, but you
no,
have a specific one. Most people are like blue.
No. It's royal blue, and it's because it's such like it's not. Sometimes it's midnight blue, but royal blue is just. It's like deep enough that it almost feels meaningful. I don't know exactly how to describe that, but it's a meaningful color. And part two of that, I just feel what it tells about me is I hold myself to a higher standard. I hold myself to like a much higher standard than I used to, and I think of it as I strive every day to get there. I strive every day to keep myself cool, calm, and collected, but still inside of me. And based on my actions, I work hard for whatever I do. Even though my face might never show it, my body might never show how tired I am, or how stressed or how exhausted I am, I still continue, and I work and I drive for everything that I do and everything that I want.
That part.
And that's what it says about me.
I ain't gonna hold you. That shit is very, very solid. And I know I was giving shout outs to folks earlier on in this episode. I still am gonna give a big shout outs to JC. I told y'all about how Kev had been very helpful when it comes to organizing like the structure of TES. But I'll also say this too. Even for me personally, I ain't going. I don't know. I hate doing an excessive amount of talking about myself. But I know that JC is one of those folks that that'll come up and be like, yo, how's it? Yo, how are you? How's it doing? And I'll say this, and even when he asks me a question, I know that he really wants to know how I'm doing. So and pause. I don't even want to say that and disrespect Samaya, because Samaya sis. I know Samaya does this shit as well. But when I think of that said thing, and when I also think about your response, that's where it takes me to. So big shout outs to you and big ups to this for that.
I appreciate that. I always do that. Every time.
Muchas gracias. Now, of course, Negra.
Anyways.
I'm gonna say, because I know you have there is one that's more favorite than the other, but I want you to actually explain what are your two favorite colors.
Call me basic. But one of my favorite colors is red and the other one is black.
That part.
And y'all heard the name that he stated, Negra.
Yeah.
So, what? That's my artist name, and it just shows. I'm always wearing black.
That part.
I'm always wearing black.
That part.
It doesn't matter if I want to have a colorful day, I'm still gonna have black, no matter what. And just black is just a cool color. I don't know. I don't even know why. I just love it. But red. The reason why I love red is because red can mean many different things. Red is used as many different things. Red is known for anger. Red is known for roses.
I'm
literally.
good.
So you're done. You're done.
Bottles of wine.
I'm done. And in the French accent, I'm done.
In that sense, but yeah, that's why I like red, because literally it can mean different things. Somebody's like red, anger, roses, love, anything. You can use it as anything, so that's why.
I like that.
Yeah.
In it, I'm hearing versatility. Versatility or broadness. That's what I'm hearing, and honestly, there is something I want to say about that, but I'm gonna hold off until I answer the question. But I did want to go back and ask, and pardon me if I ended up zoning out or whichever. Your favorite color was green. I know you explained orange.
Yeah, my first favorite color was green, when I was a kid. I like playing outside. I lived in Missouri, and I lived in the Ozarks and lived on a lake and everything in the woods and stuff. So I was just, everything was green, you know, and that was just my favorite color back then, I guess.
That part.
So I just love, I mean, I made the jungle in here, you know, I love the green colors, the green feeling, it feels natural, you know. So that's why I like green.
All right. Well, big ups to Missouri, I'll tell you that much. For me, I know, again, like I said, I answered this question the other day, but I'm going to answer it again. My favorite color, I'll say this, well, shoot, on the list somewhere, of course, I love yellow, I love pink, I love vibrant colors, but I know that my favorite one is white, right? That's the, it's funny because, like, because my name's Zachariah White, but like the thing with white is that it's and I think I've found this like within myself. There's something within the essence of white. There's something in the essence of also Zachariah where like there is like a very vibrant, I guess vivacious, like that brightness. It really is something. And also going back to what like Negra said. You know, like in her answer, I heard versatility. In her answer, I heard like broadness, variety, right? Within black, and also it's sort of the same thing with white. And I don't even mean to get too deep thinking, but when y'all think about like the nature of black and the nature of white, like the nature of black is the absorption or the combination of all colors, right? White is the reflection of all the colors on the visible color spectrum. So with like embedded within a black and a white is, even though say whenever you think about black or think about white, there may be something, a predominant thought or whatever that comes to mind. In reality, over the the stretch of whatever time, you're actually going to get a whole bunch of different things, you know. And my fault for
No, it's like you said, versatility. It's versatile. So I get what you're saying.
And again, we see that in many different things. It's part of the reason why I know for Samaya, there's so many different genres of music that she's tapping into. I know for me, that's why it seems like I'm always hopping into some shit, but I don't know. I think that would be my answer for that. And I know that this was supposed to be a fun question, but whatever.
I'm enjoying it.
But. Listen, and also that is why she's the queen of darkness. Girl, I'm done. I'm gonna pick another whimsical question. What's your biggest pet peeve? All of y'all.
That's a hard one.
Oh yeah. Hey, you better go in.
Yeah, you go first.
You better go
My
in.
pet peeve is people that they don't commit, or like how when they say they do something and they don't do it, or people that pretend to be what they're not.
Right.
That's my pet peeve.
Posers.
Yes. People who do fake things and pretend that it's all cool, like nothing happened. That's my pet peeve. Just people doing some fuck shit. That's my pet peeve. That's literally my pet peeve.
On that bullshit, cuz.
Exactly.
Okay. I can't even. Well, there definitely is no disagreement with that.
Yeah, right. Here.
I think my biggest pet peeve is, might be a little bit broader, but I hate when people try to talk to you and they keep repeating the same exact thing over and over again.
Yeah, no doubt.
I don't mean it like that. I mean, they'll have a conversation and they'll be talking, they'll say their point, they'll explain it a bit, and then they'll go back to the same point, explain it further, go back to the same point, and explain it even I got it the first time. I got it the second time too.
I got
now
it the
you're
third.
pushing it. And then even worse, they explain it more to you, and going back to what you said, they don't do anything about it. There's no action to it, there's nothing to back it up.
Definitely.
You keep telling me, but what have you done about it?
I'd say my biggest pet peeve, there's a few. I guess the one I'll stick with right now is people that just give too many excuses. People that beat around the bush and don't just tell you directly what they want to do. They want to make it seem like, oh, I can't do this because of that or because of that. I'm like, just be straight up. if you don't want to do it, just say you don't want to do it, you know, or if you want to do it, then just go and do it. Don't give yourself all these excuses and stuff. So really, I guess people that like what you were saying, talk a lot and don't put any action to it, you know.
I'm not gonna hold y'all. All of y'all are pretty much, all of your guys' answers touch or connected to each other. I'm not saying
right, yeah. All in the same frustration, I guess. But there's so many people out there. Like, I mean, I DJ every single weekend, and I can't tell you how many times people come up and dap me up. I'm like, we're gonna link up, bro. We gotta link up. I gotta come link up,
Lord, bro. I ain't gonna say nothing. My fault. I'm gonna let you continue. But yeah, no, I hear you.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And then I'm just like, all right, man. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I'll be here and stuff. So it's always kind of like I give them the benefit of a doubt, but I can usually tell by the person's demeanor and how they carry themselves and everything. And I mean, that's why I missed with all y'all, because I saw y'all were already on action and everything, and I like what you guys were doing and stuff, and that, you know, you already have your kind of conglomerate going, your own ecosystem getting developed and everything. And it's nice, you know, that we're all open enough to welcome all that, because, you know, we're all part of the same community and stuff. So back to my pet peeve. You guys are the opposite of that, so I'm very happy that you guys are here and we're able to do this podcast.
Yeah, muchas gracias y me siento
If I may interject real quick, I've been wanting to say this since the beginning. I love those Crocs, bro.
Oh
my gosh.
The Shrek Crocs.
Shrek Crocs?
They're Shrek Crocs?
They came dirty.
Oh yeah, they came dirty.
Yeah, you put them 4-wheel
What?
drive, you know.
They came dirty?
Yeah.
Oh.
On purpose?
On purpose. They're from the swamp, man.
Oh, right.
Oh.
Yo,
Wow.
I thought like when you said dirt, I thought you meant like somebody like went through, was like
Like,
scuffed it up. I was like,
Yeah, scuffed it up. No, they made it look kind of like,
Dirty. I see what you're saying.
okay.
yeah. Like that
Oh,
wasn't me.
I was about to say, I
Didn't they have, like,
was like,
Yeah.
did they make you pay extra for that?
No, this is a Christmas gift, so
Aw.
Okay.
it was a pretty nice gift. Shout out to my mama. Thanks, mama.
Hey yo, big shout out to K's mama, bro. Big
Mama!
Merry Christmas.
I'm done, man. Y'all literally. I'm trying to figure out what more to say because I don't want to mess around and pair it off of what y'all were talking about. What I will say though, and well, shoot, hell, I know it's still gonna be connected to what all three of y'all mentioned. Yesterday, when you know, me and Sis ended up going out to eat at Olive Gardens. But of course, we were talking about a number of different things. But there was something that, like, I'll say there's something that I ended up saying that I was like, okay, like, I thought this on the inside, but, like, okay, this was, like, one of the first times that I guess that I actually voiced it out.
Expressed it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there, I'm not gonna say who the person was, but there was somebody who I was talking to Samaya about, and I was like, yo, I'm not gonna lie, when I like, you see, there goes my speaker trying to make a brand entrance, whatever. but essentially, like what turned me off with this person was like. Because I'll say this, everybody in life is going through struggles. Everybody is going through their own hardships, right?
Right.
Now, and it's something really funny because, like, I know when the word fighter gets thrown out, like, folks think, like, actual, like, fighter, you know, whatever, that does physical harm. But in reality, everybody, especially everybody that's trying to do something with their life, every one of those folks is a fighter, right? And so, like, I guess when I was just sort of kind of looking at this like, just talking about this person now, I was like, I'm not going to hold you. Even with, like, the changes that's going on, I won't be, like, I can't look at this person the same. Like, I can't, I don't rock with this person. Like, it's not, like, I don't hate them, but I'm not going to, I feel disgusted and repelled by this particular person. And, like, no, and, like, I'll say, like, verbatim, I was telling somebody, I was like, I ain't going to hold you. Like, this person's a bitch, and I was like, not even, and then like I followed it up, and I was like, you know what? I ain't gonna hold you. This person's a pussy, and not in a, but I wanna explain this, y'all. Not in a like this person's a bitch, like a female, like, or like.
Not respectful.
Like, no, I meant it in a like, no, I'm literally seeing this person in a position where, like, I know that, like, things is tough for everybody, but I'm literally seeing, like, this person, like with the position that they're in, like, them sort of give up, and not only like, 'cause I guess this, I get, say, for whatever it is that you're doing, if you refocus your attention, refocus your efforts, that ain't, to me, that's not chicken that away.
That's still part of the journey.
Yeah.
Yes. That's just you, that's you fighting. You're just, okay, you're like,
That's
okay,
a different battle.
yeah, it's just switching up the strategy. But this is like, you sort of kind of running away from it. And then not only that, sort of kind of like what y'all mentioned, because I already see with this particular person, with the changes that's going on, how, like, they're going to come and they're going to start talking about the struggles or whichever, and it's like, bro, I can't even, like, you're in a position where you can sort of kind of do something to, like, fight against it, and you're not, and you have not taken it.
So would you say your pet peeve is like learned helplessness? People that just, they seem helpless even though they can save themselves and stuff, or
It
kind of.
Yeah, I know. I think that is what it is. I feel like you put in better words than I did. I just know the thing that really, like, that really upset me with this person was the fact that, like, y'all know the whole king, everything up and down. Like, it's not, how should I say? It's not a gimmick. It actually is real. And part of, like, the whole journey and story when it comes to you know, King Zachariah, the internal spirit, the external spirit, like, I could like, I appreciate, you know, having a team and us working together towards something, and, you know, me doing all of what it is that I'm doing for the team. Part that I really be able to appreciate it, because there was once upon a time where there was nobody who believed. There was nobody who was trying to pull up to, like, podcast episodes or doing all of this or that, you know. And it didn't take up until, like, that first success, or first successes, for folks to sort of, you know, for shit to fuck around and change. And I'm sitting up here looking, I'm like, yo, like, I don't know, like, does this person know how hard it is? Like, everybody doesn't just get in that position where, like, it may seem like it is a whole lot of responsibility to help so many different folks out or whichever, but it's also a privilege, because niggas don't just be getting that shit just off rip.
Right.
Oh no, it takes time, it takes practice. I mean, people don't see what you put into it, you know. I mean, case in point and stuff, I mean, I know we all just kind of linked up and everything,
Definitely.
but, you know, you've only seen us in here, you know, where we came from a room in an apartment, you know. We started there and we went to a storage unit, and then after that we were in the back of someone's shop, and then after that we were in the next room over there, a lot smaller, and then, you know, it's little baby steps. People don't realize that, you know, people think they're like, oh, I'm just gonna get into it, start music, start being creative and stuff, I'm just gonna blow up. And it's like, no, you gotta.
It takes a
you
while.
gotta. It takes time. Yeah.
Everything in which I think, because, and I'll say this, I would definitely love to hear more about the. I don't know how far along y'all are, but I would definitely love to hear about the origin stories.
The lore.
Yeah, definitely of K.So, of Parlay, of Joint Empire. I could tell you off rip for these folks. I know that we're still coming up as well. Shoot, Samaya, with what it is that she's doing, like, she's been making music since, I want to say, 2020, 2021, you know, but, you know, continuing to grind and continuing to get to that point, and having to fight against, you know, friends and family and all that other sort of shit. And I'm gonna say this, the same story that we see with JC, and I can literally go all the way across the board for many of our different folks, you know, that happen to be in the external sphere, man. I'll say this, I'm very honored and very blessed to see everything sort of, like, play out in front of me. You know, these motherfuckers, I tell you, they something else. They something else. The world don't know what the hell's coming, man.
I mean, just the other day I had someone in here I hadn't seen in a couple of years, used to be in the scene and stuff. He's getting married and everything, so big ups to him. You know, him and his wife been together for a while, yeah.
Okay.
But he used to do music with us and stuff, and then he came in and he was like, yo, any of those old cats that we used to come in, are they still helping making music? Because he stopped making music. And I'm like, I had to really think. I'm like, dang, man, no, all these, maybe one person and us, but like everyone else, I'm like, dang, yeah, life happens, I get it. People, like families happen, or, you might lose a loved one, or something might happen in your life where you can't, so I never put that on anybody, that depends, some people, it's just their demeanor and who they are, and it's
Right.
like, yeah, I knew you were gonna kind of fall off and stuff. But
Yeah.
those other people, like it's not like they stopped, like they're still creative,
Yeah.
It's just that it's not their focus right now. It became, like, for me, this is my career, but it was a hobby before, and for them, it's still a hobby, which is great, but I'm just blessed enough that I've finally turned this into my full-time career, so I don't put anything on people like that, but at the same time, like you said, you never know what people are going through, But then, like you said, sometimes you're like, really? I know you can pull yourself up a bit and stuff and get to work, bro, if you really, really want it. But it all comes down to if you're really about it, and consistency is the hardest thing in this business, I'd say. Being able to wake up and, like after this long weekend and stuff, being able to wake up and be like, man, I gotta edit this video and make a video and put it out so people can still see that we're still going, it's still hype, it's still having a good time, posting up new podcasts, we're meeting new people, we got more gigs, we're putting on more folks, so it's a great feeling. I've never been so busy and overwhelmed, but at the same time, I'm like, man, this is what I've worked for, so it's nice to finally get to that.
I like it. I have an interesting question for everybody, right? And again, because we talked about this many different times, but the question that I have, of course, and it's relating to something that we had already talked about how, of course, life does happen. Situation, I don't want to say I guess they sort of forward. Certain situations, I guess, cause for people making certain decisions, right? But I know, like, a common, like, as we like heard, as me and Samaya talking, we were trying to, like, really break down and analyze life. One thing that we commonly find ourselves saying is that it almost seems like when it comes to, like, these experiences, when it comes to, like, these situations or whatever, it feels like folks, it's one or two things as to where it almost seems like folks haven't experienced certain things, or perhaps if they did experience certain things, like that would, could, and should motivate them to do X, Y, and Z, that they don't learn from it what it is that they were supposed to learn from.
Mm-hmm.
I get that.
Yeah.
Like, what do y'all think about that?
So, actually, this is kind of a personal story, but I'll tell you this.
Yeah.
I recently just got out of a long, like, super long relationship, about 5 years, a little go over that.
Yeah.
We talked about that. And I haven't been doing, like, the greatest, not recently, but like a few months ago.
Yeah.
And I wasn't using none of that as motivation. Matter of fact, I was just using that as excuses to let myself kind of go downhill from there. Kind of just being lazy, just letting myself not do anything good with it.
Yeah.
But then I started meeting some good people. I met Kelvin, I met you, I met, just some positive influences in my life. And, it did take being able to say my story and then being able to hear back, like, I mean, yeah, that sucks, but I need to do something with it. I can't just sit here and mope about it. And because of that, I have been able to use it as motivation. I have been able to say, you know what, I might not be at the top of my game or where I was. Oh, my bad. I might not be at the top of my game or where I was before, but at least now I don't want to say it like that, but I'm more free, if that makes sense. All this stuff that was taken from me, it frees up more time for me to work on myself, for me to work on things that I've been wanting to work on. And now I can use that kind of time to build myself up from where I kind of was shattered and broken down to. So I feel sometimes, some people do just need that, like, people or just that moment to think to themselves, hey, yeah, things kind of suck right now, but I need to move on. Otherwise, if I let this go on for too long, I'm just gonna live the rest of my life knowing I wasted the time that I could have used to live a better life.
I see what you're saying. That's bad. But yeah, we all go through a lot of things, and that what you're saying right here, that can put you in a state of mind where you just can't do anything. You just don't feel like getting out of bed, doing anything, nothing. So I'm glad that you're able to find that space, that time needing to think of everything and just come back up.
Appreciate it.
Because I mean, I'm not gonna go ahead and say because I don't know if you were, but you know, depression's real, man. Depression's hard. Depression's tough, and the toughest thing about it is literally just getting up and leaving your house. So, whoever's gone through it, you know, I mean, none of us are like, none of our lives is 100% happy moments, you know. But that's not life, you know. If it's 100% happy, then that's not, you're not living. You got to experience the full spectrum of emotions and everything. So. That's good to hear from what you said. You know, at first you let yourself feel those things, and yeah, I got you down and whatnot. But then you did use that as motivation. You're like, you know what? I'm not going to feel like this forever. You know, I gotta stand up. And you may have had someone tell you something that you've already thought, but it just took someone else saying it
Exactly.
for you to be like, oh, okay, I get that now. So I totally get that. I mean, this past couple of months, I've been in a rut. I injured myself. I tore my Achilles on my left leg, and I couldn't walk. Like literally, just could not walk at all. I couldn't put any weight. My foot was just dangling and shit. I had to get surgery and stuff, and I had these trips lined up for like over a year. I was supposed to go out of the country to go to El Salvador and Spain, and now I'm like, man, I can't walk, and just had surgery. But you know what? Like, I'm still gonna go. I don't want to just sit on the couch all day and everything. Like, I can still move, I can still make it, I can still be, you know, myself. Just because I can't walk doesn't mean I can't do things. Unfortunately, I'm in a business too that, you know, it didn't make it so I had to take off work or anything. I could still DJ, I could still do session stuff, but it was a struggle, you know, just being able to like I couldn't even just get out of my car. I couldn't even just get up off the couch. I had to, you know, have something there to assist me, or, you know, I couldn't even just like turn around. I had to do a whole big circle and stuff on this scooter, and like then I eventually got like a peg leg for myself, and I got really into Pirates of the Caribbean too. I watched, I watched them all.
A side note. I'm gonna let you finish, but I'm gonna ask, what's your favorite one?
Oh man, the first one's a classic, but I'll still say the third just because it all like everything comes together. And the newest one's pretty good too.
Talking about the Dead Men Tell No
Yeah,
Tales?
yeah, that one's pretty good. The one before that was whatever, with the mermaids.
Stranger Tides, that was...
That one's probably the worst one, but yeah, I got into pirate stuff because I had a peg leg and stuff, but that also showed me that, like, it made me think about more and more about people that do make excuses for themselves. I'm like, bro, I'm out here in Spain and I can't walk. Like, so
Right.
you can do it, it's just... a lot of it is just, you know, up here. It's all in your head. I was like, I can do these things, but this guy's telling me otherwise. I gotta not listen to him sometimes. I gotta just trust my gut, trust this guy instead, trust my heart instead.
How is that, man?
Yeah.
In which I would say there's big ups to both of y'all, because y'all, I mean, hell, y'all are here.
Yeah.
Y'all are here. You fully healed. You still went on it sounds like you still went on those trips.
Yeah, I did.
Had a good time.
Yeah.
You know, and I'll say, and also for you, even in the midst, like I said, even I know that a little bit earlier I mentioned how, despite you going through what you went through, despite you going through all, you know, whatever, like life being all hectic, you know, I appreciate the fact that you, like, it took. I'll say, I feel like it takes a lot out of folks to be going through shit and then still to be the one to go up and check up on other people. Right, so definitely, and honestly, pardon me, because I don't feel like I'm doing you enough justice when it comes to like speaking to how resilient you are, and like, cause I'll be like as forthcoming as possible. Like, I don't want to mess around and throw a whole lot of details about what we talked about out there, but it's like for all of the stuff that I've seen you go through, like, of course I've heard about other folks going through the same thing, and of course the depression setting in, but it getting them to the point where like they about to eliminate themselves from the game altogether, or they don't do what you did. Like, you kept fighting through, you know, you kept doing things same as you. But there's those folks who they did not do anything. They sort of just sat up in it for a good while, and by the time and I hate the. I'm not gonna use